So it looks like one of the craziest updates within any iPhone is about to happen, and I'm so here for it. I'm so excited about it because anytime we got any sort of, update like this at all or anything like that at all, it's always been basically bad news and how some sort of application like this was going to be removed. So to give you some breakdown, basically for very recent times, Apple has been banning almost every single emulator that ever came into the App Store. But the biggest thing was they would go through and basically limit a lot of the jailbreaks and tweaks that we would basically be able to enable inside of any of our iPhones. But now, guess what? Because of the force that the EU has kind of forced upon Apple themselves, it looks like Apple is probably going to start allowing retro game emulators on the App Store. Now, this is by far going to be one of the craziest things ever for any device out there. Now, Androids have already had this type of capability, and to completely be honest with you, emulators are 100% legal. These things are not illegal. They have, they're obviously, you can realistically do whatever you want to with emulators. They're on your device. If you rightfully own the console, if you rightfully own the games, you should be able to go through and, use the game console whatever way you want to, including downloading and installing an emulator. But Apple has never given us this capability natively. But now, guess what? Apple has now changed this up completely, and it looks like, based on what I saw in their particular, reporting, it looks like we are actually going to be able to go ahead and actually install emulators on our particular iPhone, which this in and of itself is going to be one of the biggest, coolest changes from one particular version of software to another. Now, it looks like I don't even think this is going to be specifically within Europe. I think this is going to be worldwide, which again would be insanely crazy if something like this were actually going to go ahead and happen. Now, for the most part, we all know that there's this whole DOJ antitrust lawsuit going around. So I think with the pressure of that and the pressure of a lot of these other applications and developers wanting to go ahead and kind of maybe sue Apple if there's something like this were to happen in the future, I think there's going to be a lot of room where Apple's going to basically be able to go through and essentially start allowing and be a little bit more open with the way that they've basically been going through and allowing certain things within our particular iPhone. I think this in and of itself is crazy. And I think this is going to be one of the biggest changes from one particular iPhone to the other. You have to think about it. When Apple was doing this kind of stuff before, they were on the top of the top, and they were basically very rarely getting sued, especially by actual countries. Right now, they're getting sued by everybody, and I think the last thing Apple wants to do is bleed even more money. So I think all this to say, we are in a very good spot where there's a high likelihood our iPhones are actually going to get better and better. We're probably going to allow sideloading on all the apps all over the world, in any country. And the biggest thing is we're about to get emulators on our iPhone, which is crazy. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button. That will mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.